This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Central Bureau of Investigation unloads on suspects and launches a tsunami of raids, and some of the most prominent and known faces are made to face the heat. Now, critical developments these, and we'll get you the latest on these developments and a whole lot more. A very good evening and welcome to News Tonight with me, Ashmit. Let's take a quick glance at the top stories at this hour. 34 CBI raids in Tamil Nadu and Delhi on the 2G spectrum scam. Corporate lobbyist Neera Radia's homes and offices are raided. Incriminating documents are found. Are these just the first links to Kanimudi? Father Gasper's NGO raided? Was money diverted there? Kamraj of Nikaran, former tri-chief Pradeep Baijal raided. Hawala dealer Mahesh Jain also raided. Egg on DMK hurts Karunanidhi. Party unhappy with news of raids and Kanimudi's alleged connection. Raids are too little too late, says the BJP. The trail will lead to Karunanidhi's house, says the AIADMK.
Buck does not clearly stop at Raja. It goes far beyond to the first family of Karunanidhi.
Former Chief Justice of India Balakrishnan says no mention of Raja. Thus Gokhale says he did mention a Raja, tried to influence judge. Who's lying? From the king of scams to the king of offbeat cinema, Sasi Kumar talks exclusively to us ahead of his film's release, Isan. Now, of course, the big development that we have been tracking a week after conducting raids at the residences of former Telecom Minister A. Raja, the CBI today carried out searches at the premises of corporate lobbyist Neera Radia and former TRI chairman Pradeep Baijal in connection with the alleged 2G spectrum scam. Now, about 150 investigators of the agency swooped down on 27 places in Tamil Nadu and 7 in Delhi and began searches, which included some auditors and accountants of the former Telecom Minister A. Raja, besides the premises of corporate lobbyist Neera Radia and the former Telecom Regulatory Authority Pradeep Baijal. Now, Radia's house and her farmhouse in South Delhi were among the first of the premises searched by the CBI. Now, the sources are saying that added, in fact, that some of the persons who had been closely associated with the handling of accounts and the funds of Mr. Raja have also been searched by the agency. Now, the first possible link that many suspected just may be out. Kanimudi's name has been attached to the 2G spectrum now. Now, here is how. Kanimudi is one of the directors of the NGO Tamil Mayam. Now, today, Father Gasper, the founder of the NGO, was raided and so were his offices. Boxes of documents have been seized. The NGO is now under the scanner and Father Gasper Raj was interrogated for over 3 hours on the financial transactions of the company. Now, the trust organizes the Chennai Sangamam Festival and the Chennai Marathon every year. Father Gasper, as we said earlier, is known to be close to Raja and also several other top DMK members. And speaking of the political significance, the DMK leader Kanimudi is one who is known to have had shared close ties with Father Gasper. So at this point, most of us are asking the question, who are the big fish in the CBI's net today? Now let me play out for you this set of graphics. While Raja, Neera Radia and Kanimudi are the 3 main people that CBI would be looking at, there are 5 men who are supposed to have links with Raja who have been interrogated. Now you can see those names on your screen. Also being interrogated is Father Gasper, who is a friend and business partner of DMK MP Kanimudi. Now the 5 men linked to Raja: Kamraj, a journalist, Ramachandran, an Anna University official, and Raja's elder brother, Sigamani, the son of Tamil Nadu's higher education minister Punmudi, Ganpati Subramaniam, Raja's business aide, and Subudhu, a relative of Sadiq Basha, who owns Greenhouse Promoters, and it's Raja's business aide. Now, politicians, businessmen, journalists, and even an NGO, the CBI widened its net today. And how? And among those people raided by the CBI today, one man stands out quite clearly. That's Kamraj, the associate editor of Tamil magazine Nakiran. Now, Kamraj was in fact interrogated for a marathon 4 hours, and he was taken to a bank in Adyar where his accounts have been frozen and his passport seized. Now, the CBI today whisked away from his residence after raiding his house and took him to a private bank for interrogation. Now, CBI also raided Raja's ancestral home in Perambalur. His accounts at a state bank branch in Ariyalur based on Raja's brother Kalia Peramul's agency has been raided. Now, the agency is a dealer for a leading cigarette maker. CBI scrutinized reports of transactions. Raids were also conducted at the home of Jafar Ali, the brother of Raja's business aide Sadiq Basha. Now, the CBI has also raided the homes of real estate company Greenhouse promoters, branch managers David and Dinesh. Now, speaking of political repercussions, the DMK chief M. Karunanidhi, sources say, is very upset. And that's not surprising. The last few days have been harrowing for the chief minister. First came the news of raids at his confidant A. Raja's house, and now his daughter's Kanimuri, who till today supports A. Raja, has been dragged into the controversy. Not directly though, although no connection of Kanimuri's so far has been established with the 2G scam. The raids almost upon the DMK as a first family linked NGO is seen as a huge loss for the face. Now, sources say brothers Alagiri and Stalin are pretty upset with the way that the DMK and particularly Kanimuri's open support for Raja. Now, the opposition is perhaps only too happy. Speaking of the opposition, the AIADMK went one step ahead. In an exclusive interview to NDTV Hindu, Rajya Sabha MP says that the links and leads will lead to Karunanidhi's residence.
It is not only money trail, that is going to lead to the Nidhi trail, the Karunanidhi trail. In fact, we consider that the CBI raid today is probably a step in the right direction. And the next logical halt for this raid has to be CIT colony. That only will expose the extent of the trail, that will expose the thing. It will expose how one family had looted the country, and will also expose how people of this country have been taken for a ride. I said it's going in the right direction, but I have not said that it has completed its investigation. So let us see what further evidences the CBI is able to cull out. But ultimately, as my party General Secretary Purashit Alive said, the buck does not clearly stop at Raja. It goes far beyond to the first family of Karunanidhi. I mean, it's not even a peanuts when you consider the extent of the spectrum scam of 1,76,000 crores and odd, number one. And number two, but for the fact that the parliament was virtually stalled for the entire winter session, this amount of a pressure would not have been brought on the government for the CBI to raid Mr. Raja's, first of all to get Raja's resignation, then to raid his associates, his own house.
Now, the DMK, the ruling party, is not lying low. DMK spokesperson Khushbu has reacted to the CBI raids. Let's listen into what she had to say.
So, we all believe in that Raja is innocent, and we believe in Raja. So, I think till the complete investigations are over, people should understand that till convicted, till proved guilty, Raja is definitely innocent. And we all stand by that Raja is innocent.
We were also joined in our studios by Mr. Murari, a known political analyst who gave us a sense of the political impact that these developments are likely to have.
Many say that this perhaps is only the beginning of the discovery, perhaps the fact that the links with the Rajya Sabha MP Kanimuri, and she says she is not aware of the raids. Perhaps something more convincing could have been better. But what do you think? What is your assessment?
The links between Kanimuri and Raja came to public domain when Radia tapes were leaked.
Correct.
It is now public knowledge that she lobbied for Raja, not just for berth in the cabinet, but particularly telecom portfolio.
Correct. But does that prove her connection with the scam?
No, one thing leads to another. Please remember, 2008 the scam started. We are talking about 2009 ministry formation.
Right.
So he was already under a cloud in 2008, 2009. 2009 January he allocated, and 2009 May, June was the ministry making. So she was already very much lobbying for him, and particularly this particular portfolio. And when it came to the crunch, she was even ready to opt out of the race so that he could get the berth. That such is the closeness
Rapport.
between the two.
Yes.
Closeness between the two. As for Father Jagat Kaspar Raj, it's quite well known that they two have been working together on this Chennai Sangamam and all that. Now she is also on the board, I am told, of Tamil Mayam, and obviously I think there is more to it than meets the eye. Probably this is Tamil Mayam is just hardly a kilometer from a residence, CIT colony residence.
Moving forward from one controversy to another, it's judge versus judge out in the public eye. So who's right and who's lying? More on that in just a little while.